So in this video I'm doing problem number 4 of the practical practice final, and this problem goes like this. It says the overall English average last year was 81%. It seems this year's students did a little better. If so, is their improvement statistically significant? So again, we ask our first question, as always, is what are my two key values in there? And it seems the first one here is last year's overall English average, which I'm told was 81%, and this is a hard number, so this is already suggesting that this may be a case of target value. But let's see, my second key value is this year's overall English average. What I'm saying is that this year's is a little better perhaps than last year. So this is indeed a case where I'm interested in the difference between my two key values. And this means it's a target value sort of problem. And in the target value, the hard number that I know is mu0. So in this case, mu0 is smaller than this year's average. So we have that mu is larger than mu0. This is the way things are set up on the answer sheet. And this will mean, of course, that my null hypothesis is that there's no difference between this year's students and last year's students. They have the same average, so mu equals mu0. So that's what we need to fill out the form at the conceptual level, and now we're going to look at the Excel calculation sheet. So this is the data file for the practical exam. I know everything in there is fine. There's no tidying up required because I did that already as I was doing an earlier problem. So all I need to do really in here is to copy the English overall grades. So I'm going to do that by clicking on the first cell here in this column. I never want to get the headers. And I'm going to go all the way down, and then now I'm pressing the Shift key and I'm maintaining it, and then I click on the last cell, and this makes a very nice selection of all the grades I need. Now I'm going to Command C this material, and I'm going to switch to my target value calculation sheet, and I'm going to make a paste special with only the values in there, so as to get what I need. So my target value in this case is the English average from last year, which was 81. This is the average from this sample. So indeed, my mu, which is, or my x bar, which is the average for this sample, is larger than my sample from last year's, which is 81. So my hypothesis holds within the sample. And now it can also be generalized because my p-value is in the green here. I was looking for a p-value with one tail because my hypothesis involved a larger than sign. And I know, finally, that in the sample, what I found was that the average this year was 83%. And I'm 95% sure that in the population, the true value is somewhere between 81% and 85%. So that's it for number 4 of our practical exam.